Yes, because joining us now is Rob Holcroft, who is a happiness and life coach. Good evening. Thank you very much for coming in.
Good evening.
Firstly, what does that entail? What do you do?
Wow. That's a massive question. Okay.
2 minutes.
It's probably, more of what I don't do. The end goal for me is happiness. So whatever is entailed to do that, when people come to see me, I listen, I observe, I see people as a jigsaw.
Yes.
And by the time they finish chatting to me, I see where the pieces are missing, and then I, like Mary Poppins, get them a bag of tricks, and I pull out all the things that are going to fill those gaps. And the end game is happy. That's what people want.
I'm happy. Matt's miserable.
Yeah, mostly.
So, always I've just been told in my ear.
Okay.
Anyway. But happiness is infectious, isn't it?
It is infectious, but actually you say he's always miserable, but then he's happy being miserable.
That's the thing I want to bring up with you, because we saw people on those clips there saying Birmingham City need more money. British people particularly, to a certain extent, like being slightly... I love moaning. I'm never happier than when I'm sat in the car moaning at another driver or moaning at somebody else.
And if we didn't have miserable people, how would we know what happy people were like?
Yes.
You see.
So we need them. And they are ultimately happy being miserable.
And we need hope, don't we, Rob? This
Constant
is it. Happiness and
That's
hope.
what you and I provide for everybody else.
Yes.
Yes.
Makes you sick.
Just leave.
All right, very quickly, a couple of practical tips for people who may want to spring out of bed in the morning and be happy but can't.
Sure,
What can we do?
okay. I tell you what, the first thing that everyone needs to understand is being happy is a choice.
Right.
You wake up in the morning and you can choose to be unhappy or you can choose to be happy. Your day will reflect your choice.
Yes.
It's not necessarily easy to choose to be happy, but it's always possible. So the first thing is just know that. The second thing, participate in life. Shutting yourself away does not result in happiness. We're social creatures. We need to interact, you need to get out there, you need to do things, and that's a key thing as well. Doing things, participate in life.
I'm converted. You're clearly not. But do you want to swap places with Matt?
I would happily swap places. Yes.
Rob, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Because Rob Holcroft, who is a happiness and life coach, joins us in the studio. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Hello, Rob.
How do we help Amanda? Nothing's made her happy today.
Oh, but you see, I think from even that statement she's saying, nothing makes me happy, she's not taking responsibility for her own happiness. Why is she relying on other people to make her happy?
Basically.
Yeah, it's her fault. And actually, she might just be happy being unhappy. So ultimately, is she happy?
OK, what would you say to somebody then who says being happy is hard work? Because being up actually does take effort, doesn't it? It's easy to be miserable.
It's very easy to be miserable, and misery loves company.
Yes.
And also, we're British. British like the misery. We like to have a
looked
good
at
time.
that bit,
Yes, I've already noticed.
Well, this is
Yeah.
a point I wanted to make, because I've been reading this on our website and everything today, and your tips that are on the website and stuff, and I'm thinking, well, actually, I don't want to be told when to be happy, and I quite like being miserable sometimes.
He does. I can vouch for
You know,
that.
I love that. I love
Sort him
nothing
out,
more
Rob.
than having something to whinge about.
But then he's happy. If he's moaning, he's happy. It may be affecting everybody else's happiness, but he's happy.
I don't care about that.
And that's no, you don't care
That quite
about
cheers
that.
me up as well, to be honest.
And being happy is infectious, isn't it?
It is infectious.
And
yes.
it gives people hope.
And it's more enjoyable. It is far more enjoyable to be happy than be miserable. It really is. And there's nothing nicer than if I often walk down the street and I'll smile at people. It freaks people out.
Freaks me out
But
when people do that.
but actually, people also really appreciate. And if people see you smiling, they tend to smile as well. It is infectious, as you said.
What about random acts of kindness then? Because they work,
Love
don't
that.
they?
Love it. I actually last year had a
You
random...
don't know what we mean, do you?
No,
Matt?
no idea.
No,
Right.
but seriously, random act of kindness is doing something good for someone else for no other reason than just doing it.
Makes you happy.
Oh, well,
And
I'll give it a go.
what it does to the other person, I actually received a random act of kindness last year, and for about 3 days I had no idea who had done this very kind thing, and it was a simple card and a bottle of wine left on my doorstep, but secretly. And how it made me feel was amazing. I just thought, wow, if that's what it feels like, you know, I'm always helping other people and helping people be happy, but to be on the receiving end of that, it's awesome. So it
Yes.
just makes you want to do it even more for other people. So being happy is fun.
All right, I'm a convert. Kind
Really?
of. Not yet.
Wow.
Rob, thank you very much for coming in. We are out of time. More
Yes.
of Rob's tips on the website.